South African cricket team. Lot of fans, huge fan following, but do you know they are still called the chokers of world cricket? It's not like all these matches in knockout stages of World Cups they lost convincingly. Actually, there are a lot of those matches where things just didn't go in their favor for a small phase of the match, and that was the end of it. See, it all began in 1992, okay? South Africa came back after a long break to world cricket. They were out because of apartheid and they were banned in 1991. They were back into world cricket, and 1992 they were playing their first ever World Cup. And they were playing England in the semi-finals. They were cruising, okay? Cruising. In today's day and age, it is like very easy. 22 they required of 13 balls, and the two batsmen were set and they were comfortably winning. And it started raining. There is no rain rule like now. There is no Duckworth Low, is nothing. It just started raining, and it was a pathetic rain rule which knocked South Africa out. 22 of 13 when it started raining. Then when they resumed after the rain break, there is no change in the number of runs, but the number of balls just changed. They required 22 of one ball. Pathetic rule, and South Africa were out of the World Cup. Then comes 1996. 1996 World Cup, they were the favorites. From the right beginning, they were the favorites. In the group stage, they thrashed all the teams. They destroyed all the teams. They won all the matches in the group stage. Then they reached the quarterfinals, and they were playing West Indies in the quarterfinals. West Indies was a good team, but they came to the quarterfinals after losing to Kenya in the group stages. Kenya was not even considered as a team that time, but they were in this World Cup and they defeated West Indies in one of the matches. And in the quarterfinals, guess what happened to South Africa? They played good cricket, but Brian Lara hits them. Brian Lara scores 111 of 94 balls. They just couldn't recover from that knock, and South Africa lost by 15 to 16 runs, and they were out of the World Cup again. Then comes the big one, the 1999 World Cup. Now, you won't even believe what happened over here. South Africa didn't even lose the knockout stage. They were playing Australia in the semi-finals. They didn't lose this game. What happened was, it ended in a tie. And they had this rule, before the knockout stages, there was a group stage. After the group stage, there was a stage called as the Super 6 stage. In the Super 6 stage, South Africa played Australia. And in that game, Australia had beaten South Africa. Because of that, even though this game ended in a tie, whoever had won that game, they moved on to the finals. And this was one of the most heartbreaking moments of world cricket. There is still this iconic moment which you can see over here. Lance Klusener and Allan Donald. Okay, both standing at the same end, and the last wicket falls for South Africa. And Australia goes to the final even though the match ended in a tie. And now comes the 2003 World Cup. Everyone claims now this is their best chance, South Africa's best chance to win the World Cup, because it's a home World Cup. The World Cup is happening in South Africa, Zimbabwe and Kenya. It's happening over there. Now this is the best chance South Africa has got to win this World Cup. And again, what happens in the opening match of the World Cup, South Africa lose to West Indies. Again, one more Brian Lara 100. Now they have a must-win game against Sri Lanka. They're playing Sri Lanka. It's a rain-affected game. Right now, they don't have this old rain rule where 22 runs in one ball. That thing has gone. Now there is Duckworth-Lewis system. Duckworth-Lewis, all of you guys know. Okay, if it's a rain-affected game, they'll tell you exactly at this over, the team has to be at this particular mark. Now in this match, the sheet was sent from the dressing room to the players who were playing outside. They sent a sheet telling that at the end of 45th over, 229. You have to be at 229 at the end of 45th over, and you should not lose one more wicket. Now guess what happens? 44th over 5th ball, they reach 229. One ball remaining. Mark Boucher has seen that sheet and he has like, okay, 229 is what is required, and he blocks the ball. He defends the ball. He could have easily taken a single or done whatever with it, but he blocks the ball. And South Africa ends on 229. And guess what? 229 would have made it a tie. If they had to win, they had to be 230. And because of that, one more match ends in a tie, and the tie knocks South Africa straight out of the group stage in their home World Cup. Now here we are at the 2007 World Cup. All these matches were close, bad luck, bad calculation, knocked South Africa out. 2007, there was no chance. They met Australia in the semi-final, a peak Australian side, which won 2003 World Cup and 2007 World Cup without even losing a single game. So South Africa was just beaten hands down. Heavily they were beaten and they were out of this World Cup. Once again, South Africa loses in another semi-final. Now here we are at the 2011 World Cup. 2011 World Cup, again South Africa was one of the favorite teams. Okay, they in fact even beat India, who were the eventual winners of this tournament. They beat India in the group stage. Now they are here at the quarterfinals playing New Zealand. New Zealand got a very low score, 221, which was supposed to be actually chased comfortably by South Africa. At one stage, even they were cruising. And then, boom, here they go. They just go crashing down. Okay, they just collapsed and they got bowled out for 172. Another quarterfinal, another knockout match where South Africa just loses where they were supposed to win comfortably. Now we reach the 2015 ODI World Cup. South Africa top team, top favorites to win this World Cup. They have Hashim Amla, Quinton de Kock, A.B. de Villiers, Faf du Plessis, David Miller, Dale Steyn, Mone Mokal, all in their peak prime. Everyone claims that this is their best chance to win a World Cup. And they meet New Zealand in the semi-finals. And guess what? Another rain-affected game. South Africa in knockouts and rain effect is always a common thing. Another rain-affected game, and New Zealand need a mammoth 298 in 43 overs. And New Zealand's top players, Martin Guptill, Kane Williamson, Ross Taylor, all of them gone. All of them gone. Brendan McCullum as well, all gone by the time they reach 149. And guess what? An underdog story. Grant Elliott hits the winning runs, takes them, scores 80 plus and takes them to the World Cup final, beats South Africa. Another heartbreaking story. All of you would have seen the visuals where the most favorite world cricketer, that is A.B. de Villiers, crying. This was their best chance to win the World Cup with all of their players in peak form and prime, and South Africa again finds a way to lose the match. Now we are at 2019 World Cup, which is happening in England. South Africa didn't even qualify for the semi-finals. They had a very bad group stage. They even lost to Bangladesh in the group stage. So they were just knocked out. They didn't even make the semi-finals in 2019 World Cup. 2023 World Cup, they were back. They were at the semi-final stage, playing Australia once again. But they had a very small target, 200 plus. Okay, very small target which Australia was chasing. South Africa did give a fight. Australia lost 7 wickets, but they managed to win this match. So again, South Africa was knocked out at one more knockout stage. So next, we have 2027 World Cup coming up. And guess what? It's once again happening in South Africa. Can South Africa win this one? Can they break the jinx? They have never won a World Cup till now. And they have found different ways to lose in knockout stages. So let's see at the 2027 World Cup whether South Africa can make it, or again will they be broken.